Hello friends, welcome back. This is Nima and today I'm making my card for Craft Roulette episode 301. The project is an appreciation card with the colors of the apple farm. The element is silhouette and for random we have an old product. Let me tell you what my idea is. I'm going to paint a watercolor background of a farm and I'm going to start with this stamp that it is maybe mm, 5 years old from 2021 and it is this stamp in here. Then that's going to be kind of my, it's going to give me my background of the farm, and that's how I'm bringing the colors. And I'm stamping this with the archival ink, and this color is Pebble Beach, and I'm going to use watercolor to paint what will be maybe like a sunset. Right, so just to have that in there. And I'm gonna let this dry a little bit, and then I'm gonna come back to paint my farm and my sky. This ink is already dry, so I'm gonna start by adding some water in here, just on the sky part. Now that my picture is dry, I'm using my stamping tool to stamp the sentiment. The sentiment reads, "You are so loved." And I'm using VersaFine, Clear, and Nocturne. I just want to make sure that if I have to restamp, and I didn't have to, good. One shot, great. Now my picture, or my card I should say, is going to be a shaker card. So I'm going to start putting this card together in here. This is going to be my base. Slightly smaller than my card base. And I'm using some of this embossing powder just to make sure that nothing gets stuck to the card. So we're putting this card together in here, and for stamp, this is a 3 frame, and I cut this one several times. And by the way, this is going to be my silhouette, or part of my silhouette, but instead of cutting it like traditionally we'll do it in black, I'm using green in here. And I already foam tape, and here are my shaking bits, and I'm using, very untraditional, those big gold leaves, and I also have them in clear, and I'm using in clear also some um, of the, I forgot the name of that. So I'm using a combination of clear and gold, and there is something in here that it should not go in there. Let me just get that out of this here. Okay. So those sequins in gold and clear, and then the gold and clear leaves. And that's going to go in there, and this is going to be in here. Let's add a little bit of glue in here just to give me a little bit of room to play with this. And I used a little bit of the embossing powder around, already put that in there. So let's put this in here. My message is showing in here. Let's make sure that my card is square. Okay. So that's my card base, and there is one more little thing that I have to add in here, and it's this silhouette. This silhouette is coming from this die in here. This is part of a magazine. It is a very, very old magazine from 2019. And I'm going to add this little girl. And she's going in here. So that's my card, and it is a shaker. And let's review the parameters.